Many voters are looking for alternatives to major party candidates Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. For some conservatives, their decision process is starting to sound like this.
I'll probably vote for Evan McMullin or write somebody in, but for my vote in D.C. But, you know, the reality is Donald Trump's just not acceptable, and he's put Republican leaders and conservatives in a really tough position.
And this follows recent polls in Utah, like this one, which are placing independent presidential candidate Evan McMullin in a deadlock with Clinton for second place. Joining me now is independent presidential candidate Evan McMullin, a former CIA officer and former advisor for the House Committee on Foreign Affairs. With a welcome to you, sir. I'm curious how you are positioning yourself in contrast to Republican nominee Donald Trump.
Well, simply, Alex, I'm the only conservative presidential candidate in the race this year. And that's really important. I'm the only one who's advocating for limited government. I'm the only one who's advocating for the fundamental ideals upon which our country was founded, the notion that all men and women are created equal and that we all have inalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I am the only candidate, sadly, in this election that is standing for those things. Donald Trump certainly is not.
So you say Donald Trump is not a true Republican?
Well, he is a Republican. He's the Republican nominee, which is a sad thing for Republicans, but he is not a conservative. I am the only conservative in this race. You know, I'm somebody who, I was the chief policy director most recently before launching the campaign, and I've only voted for Republicans my entire life. But something's got to change when you have the Republican Party nominate someone who treats women the way he does and people of different races and religions and people with disabilities, and somebody who aligns himself with dictators overseas. This is not a person that should be the Republican nominee or even a major candidate, or certainly not the President of the United States. And also then we've got Hillary Clinton, who I believe is deeply corrupt. Sadly, I think we're having in this country a leadership crisis, and that's why I got into the race, to offer the American people a better choice.
Well, you're not going to be on the ballot in all 50 states, so if people want to vote for you, do you have to rely on write-in candidacy?
Well, I would say we will be on the ballot or a write-in candidacy in about 43 to 45 states by Election Day, and that is enough for our strategy. What we're trying to do is deny Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump a majority in the Electoral College.
Yeah,
of course,
Evan, let me read that, because I just want people to understand how you could get to the presidency. This is from an article in 538. Your path consists, according to them, and let me know if you agree with this, you would have to win Utah. That state has 6 electoral votes. You would then, as you said, deadlock the Electoral College, and then winning would come in the House, that they would vote you in. So is that your strategy? And do you think this will happen in any scenario?
Well, it can, as you described, and that's laid out in the Constitution. Obviously, it's very, very difficult. I've been saying that since day one. I knew that it would be difficult even before getting into the race. The point is that if we didn't get in, we wouldn't have the chance. So we're getting in to try to give the American people somebody who they can vote for, to be proud of. We're standing for what's good and right and true, and we are going to have a chance to do what you just described. But we're also doing something else. We're building a new conservative movement in this country. The conservative movement now is being destroyed by Donald Trump, or at least the Republican Party is.
So, Evan,
what we're saying,
do you think that you may help get Hillary Clinton elected by siphoning off votes from Donald Trump?
Well, first of all, let me make the point that I am a candidate just as legitimately as any of the other candidates in the race. I have a constitutional right to run, and that's what I'm doing. Trump has a right to do that too, and he's doing it as well. But I'm a candidate just like anyone else. If anyone's a spoiler, it's Donald Trump. He's a spoiler for the country, a spoiler for the Republican Party, and a spoiler for the conservative movement. The reality is he's performing so terribly against Hillary Clinton that he will not win this race. He is being dominated by Hillary Clinton, the most corrupt nominee of a major party in modern times, at least. He's not going to win whether I'm in the race or not. That's the reality.
Why do you think you're seeing such strong support in Utah, specifically Utah?
Well, it's not just in Utah. I believe we're surging in the Mountain West in general. But the reason why is that people in Utah rejected both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump in the primaries by large margins. They know that neither of these two people are good leaders. We need better leaders in this country. We need honest and wise leaders who will put the interests of the American people first. They don't see that in Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. That's why they're looking for something else.
Evan McMullin, we wish you the best of luck, and thank you for your time here on MSNBC on this Sunday.
Thank you.